and this is the tutorial for the Yemenite dance step. Now, I will be the first to admit that I hate this move. I don't like, when I first was learning it, it drove me crazy, but I'm here to teach it to you so that you can at least recognize it when it comes up, and then I can show you how to kind of fake it too. So, so this is what a Yemenite looks like. A regular Yemenite sequence has, it's two halves basically. So this is what it looks like. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it may look simple, just by itself, it's very simple, but when it's thrown in, you know, in between two tricassillas and then a mayim and a coupe and then a jump, you know, that would throw a lot of people off, and it does throw a lot of people off. Of all the dance moves I've seen in Messianic and Israeli dance, that one is the crowd stopper. It just makes a lot of people just go, whoa, what'd you do? I know you moved, but I don't know what you did. So here, I'll take you guys step by step. Don't worry, and just be patient with yourself. You will get through it. So I'm gonna face away from you so you can do it with me. But this is basically the general principle for a Yemenite. So it's kind of a back cha-cha. So it's 4 moves. And it can have a hop sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. There's a lot of variations to a Yemenite, but this is basically what it looks like. So if you're going to do it with me, so it's 4 steps. We're just going to do the right side first before we move to the left side. Because once you get one side down, you know, that's enough of a challenge by itself. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm just showing you 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a right Yemenite. Now, as far as how you're supposed to remember what to do, this is what you do. Most moves start with the right foot. So if you ever get lost, you can just go, oh yeah, it starts with the right foot. You might miss it, but you can know it for the next round. So, so this is what you do. So for a Yemenite, you start by going kind of southeast, if you can, you know, as far as if you're facing a particular direction, like if I'm facing away from you, straight ahead is north, straight back is south, and then east to the right, and then west to the left. So if you're going to go southeast, you just kind of take a step back into the side, like that, and then for the second step, first step was a right step, so you step right, southeast, left, southeast, right, back to center, and then left, back to center. That's basically a Yemenite. Now, you can do it at a lot of speeds, but Yemenites are usually with faster songs. That's one reason why it trips up a lot of people, is because you've already got that little bit of adrenaline rush, and all of a sudden you just got this very weird move thrown in there. But don't worry, you'll get it. So, as far as, alright, so let's do it again. So, remember, southeast, right, and then left, and then back to center, right, and left. Now the way that it really stuck with me as far as remembering what the steps were, I started to go somewhere this way, and then I remembered I got to go back this way. So that's how it stuck with me. I personally just came up with the southeast center thing. That seems to work even better. So if you go southeast, right, then left, center, and then left, that's a Yemenite. Half, you know, it's just the right Yemenite. We'll get to the left Yemenite in a minute. But that's what a right Yemenite looks like. So if we do it 1, 2, you can do it with me, 3, 4. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So that's half a Yemenite. So now let's introduce the left Yemenite. You can do it. So now we're going to go southwest. So we're going to do, let's just go start the left Yemenite. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Southwest, right, left, right. Sorry, remember, start with the left foot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So left, together, center, together, left, southwest, together, left, together. So let's try putting it together. Don't worry about the jump yet, the hop in the middle. We'll get to that right after this. All right, remember southeast and then southwest. Or if you want to think it right, left, whichever way works for you, that's fine with me too. So we're going to go right first, which is southeast. So 1, 2, 3, 4. right, together, center, together, left, together, center, together. Do it again. Right, together, right, together, left, together, left, together. So, that's a Yemenite. Let's do it just a couple more times, because once you get that rhythm of what a Yemenite is, you'll never get lost again, probably. But I even get tripped up with Yemenites too, because they're just usually put in a fast and weird spot. But once you know the move, it's not so terrifying. So, alright, so let's do it again. So, southeast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, together, left, left, together, left, together, right, together, then left, bum, bum. Okay, so now we're going to add in the hop. So don't be scared, you can do it. So if you take one step at a time, literally, it's easy to build on the basic Yemenite. You just learn what a basic Yemenite is, that's all you need to know. As far as arms go, it's really quite simple. That's a typical, is just swinging it back. Swing arms back when you go back, bring them forward. You can make them as fancy or as just plain as you want to. And if you just want to feel like and if you just want to survive the feet, that's okay too. And as far as doing it on the dance floor in the middle of a worship ceremony, don't get too hung up on what the right step is. Because a lot of people get distracted. Well, if I'm not doing it right, then I'm not doing it right. But if you're out there dancing, that's half the battle anyway. Most of the people aren't gonna dance, probably. So, but if you're out there having fun and you just kind of step in place, that's okay too. My first Hebrew dance teacher, she taught me that. She just likes to stomp in place while everyone else is doing this. And if it's just to count beats while you're standing there waiting for everyone else to finish the Yemenite, that's okay too. So you can eventually build and get to that point where you're able to do Yemenites with everybody else. That's okay. That is okay. Don't worry about it. You can build on it. It's alright. So, alright. So now let's add the hop. So, as far as the hop goes, it's in between the right and left Yemenite, usually. So this is where the hop goes. So I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, hop, and then hop. So it's on the 4th count of both Yemenites. So it's really quite simple. Once you step back, together, and then back, instead of the left foot just coming back to center, you just hop on the right foot. Same with the left, only opposite. So once you go back, together, left, and then 4 is the hop. So it's just 1, 2, 3, hop, left, 2, 3, hop. Just like that. So if you want to do it with me, I'll go through it 2 or 3 times. But yeah, feel free to join in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, together, right, hop, left, together, left, hop. Do it again. 2, 3, hop. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Right, together, right, hop, left, together, left, hop. So that is a basic Yemenite, and you can add claps in there. More often than not, I don't clap, but that's usually because I'm the one with the hand signals going, okay, this is where you go right after the Yemenite. And when you're doing a Yemenite, especially right before you lead that particular move, as the dance leader, your arms should be up going, okay, we're doing a left Yemenite next, that kind of thing. So I usually don't clap, so that usually confuses a lot of the people I'm leading anyway. It's like, well, she's not clapping, so am I not supposed to clap? Not necessarily. Now, as far as variations of Yemenites go, there's a few. There's one where there's no hop, so it's very, you can use Yemenites in slower songs. That's where this kind usually comes from, where it's very gliding, very graceful, this kind of thing. So it's kind of a hop, but it's more like just kind of raise yourself in place. So if you want to do it with me, it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just make it as graceful as possible, but instead of it being a hop, when you come out of the Yemenite, it's just a raise up, raise, that kind of thing. So that's more if you have more advanced slow song choreography. That's what Yemenites look like in slower songs. There's one song that some of you may know of. It's the war dance called Sameach. And there is one type of Yemenite in there that confused me for a very long time. But it's just as if you took the regular Yemenite and put it on fast forward. It was intimidating, but once you realize what you're doing, it's not that bad. So to tempo, it's like it almost feels like you're skiing. I do downhill skiing when I can, but that's kind of what it feels like, is you're swishing down the hill, kind of like that. That's what that kind of Yemenite looks like. So I'll show you what to do. But if you just know the basic Yemenite, it's kind of prolonged, and then it's fast, and then it's slow, and that kind of feeling to it. It's odd, but it's fun. This is what it is broken down. So right, left, right, left, right, left. So it's bum 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 bum. That's how it goes. Okay. So 1, 2, bum 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 bum. Right, left, right. Left, right, left. So whatever side of this kind of, I'm just going to call it the skiing Yemenite, because this one is just very weird. So as far as just how it feels. So instead of, like with a regular right Yemenite where you bring your right leg back first, what you're going to do is keep your right leg in place, and just your left leg does the back leg work, kind of, so to speak. So you step with the right, back with the left, stomp with the center, and then the opposite for the left side. So then left hop, right back for the left Yemenite, and then a left stomp. So, and it's odd doing it slow, because this is the speed I'm used to doing it at. So bum 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 bum. Okay, now as far as arm movements for Yemenite go, it depends, but it's usually just the direction that your legs are going, your arms are going. Just kind of sweep back, and you make it as graceful or as elegant as you feel. Most often than not, since it's a fast dance, you're just kind of surviving till the end of the song. So arm movements really aren't all that important. So if you were just going in the general direction of where everyone else is, that's fine too. Unless it's like a really specific dance that you're performing, I wouldn't get too wound up about the arms. For slower Yemenites, again, it depends on the choreography. So just pay attention to, like what the teacher might be doing. But with Yemenites, I'm more often than not pay attention to the feet. And then from there, usually the hands just kind of fall into place as far as what the song dictates. That kind of thing. Okay, and I have to warn you too about split Yemenites. Now, there's some choreography that, and just split moves too, like a Yemenite, like coupes, those two moves especially get split up a lot. So, like for instance, you'll do a right Yemenite, and then you'll do a cha-cha into the middle, that kind of thing, and then all of a sudden, the other half of the Yemenite comes into play. It's really weird. I personally, when I'm choreographing, I like to just, if I'm doing a move, just keep the two halves together. But if you happen to run into that where you see the teacher doing a right Yemenite and then, of course, they're expecting the left side, don't necessarily expect that 100% of the time, because they may go into a trichosia or something else. But just be prepared just in case that does come up. Because more often than not, the halves are together. But some choreography just doesn't do that. So don't be afraid of Yemenites. If it makes you feel better, I'm not too crazy about them. But you're not alone if you are hesitant about doing it or whatever. So that is the tutorial for the Yemenite. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put them in the comments section below or send me an email. I would love to hear from you. But until next time, go forth in the dance.